right. All right, ladies, that puts us at 5 o'clock. Let's start out with some reach and fold and reach, whatever you want to call them. Big stretch all the way up, and we're reaching all the way back down to this absolutely beautiful toes. Sit into that forward fold for a second, pushing that hip back, light bend in the knee. Shoulders come back and away from the ears as we reach down. And then big stretch all the way up. This time we're locking that hip back, tightening into the core. Shoulders stay down even as we reach those hands up, pressing back and down into those heels. And then all the way back down to those toes. Stretch that torso as close to your thighs as you can. Reach it all the way back up as you breathe out. Step out into a nice wide stance. Open up those arms and take it into windmills. Popping that hip back, stretching that arm all the way out and through. Happy Wednesday for my live streamers. Hi, I'm Coach Jamie. If you haven't met me, I teach primarily here at the Roseville location. Today is strength training, so not a whole lot of cardio today. We're gonna be focusing mainly on lifting. You will need a couple sets of dumbbells. That is our preference, a heavier and a lighter set. Going to bring that back in. We're going to work on our good morning fingertips, butterfly light behind the ears. We pop that booty back. Pull it up to the top, squeezing, pulling that hip down and in. Shoulders stay back. Fingertips are just barely touching those ears. The reason our arms are out like that is to remind us to open up that chest. We're not putting any pressure on the head. So you'll need some dumbbells, mediums and heavy. If you don't have dumbbells, maybe only have one weight at home that you're working with, we can make that work. Grab something a little bit lighter to lift if you can. A resistance band is a great way to modify how much pressure you're using and thereby modifying how much weight you're using too. So if you're using a resistance band at home, that's totally fine. Squeeze all the way to the top of that booty. We're keeping that belly in so that back stays nice and supported. One more. Really squeeze it to the top and then turn it into lunges, stepping back and bringing it back through. You can keep those hands back behind your head if you want to really focus on keeping those shoulder blades down and back, opening up that chest and locking in that core strength. Or if you're ready, you can bring it down. Just make sure you're coming straight down on those lunges. Hips right over that back knee, front knee trying to stay right over that ankle. One more on each side. We're going to add a twist over, bringing that whole torso all the way around. Your knee doesn't have to touch the ground, just wherever you're most stable. And then twist it through, finding that balance, taking stock in the importance of that torso strength, even on these lower body moves. Keeping that chin up out of the chest. We pull forward or pull back with the shoulders and forward with the chin, keeping that nice flat tabletop on our head. Twisting towards the foot that's up. One more. And squat. Sit her down. Press that booty to the top. It's not a thrust to the top. We're not coming forward a lot, but you do want to even out that hip as we come to the top. So your thighs come back, your butt comes in, that nice tense torso, keeping that nice solid balance at the top. And then be mindful of your knees. Knees stay over toes. They don't collapse in or fall out. We're using those thigh muscles to control and keep everything where it belongs. Work on that depth here as we're warming up. Doesn't have to be super far or super deep if your muscles aren't ready for it. But as you start to get that blood flow going, squeeze a little harder, press a little tighter. Woo. Perfect that motion all the way through. And inchworms, big stretch up. We bring it down to your beautiful toes once more. Walk it out to your perfect plank. Drop the knees, balance, push up, elbows to the back of the room, shoulders pulling away from those ears. Then we walk it all the way back up. Big stretch up at the top. Start over again. Nice job. Keep going on those, really stretching through the back of the legs. Rotating those shoulders as you sit into that downward dog. Challenging that core and chest as you drop down into that perfect push-up. All the way up and through, stretching and pulling all the way down. Start to make that a little bit faster as those hamstrings warm up. Walk it out, hit that plank perfectly. Shoulders right over those wrists. We push those elbows back. Tighten the core, squeeze that butt. And bring it all the way through. One more time. Stay down in your plank. We're gonna open up those hips. You've got 3 on each side. Just bringing that foot up as far as you can and still keep that heel on the ground. Everybody's mobility and hips flexion is gonna be a little bit different on this one. So just step it through. 3 times on each side, opening up those hips, stretching through that inner thigh. Again, sitting into it as long as you need to. Keeping those shoulders over your wrists. And when you finish those, you're gonna flip it over onto your back. We've got a bicycle crunch. Bringing those shoulders and or elbows into that knee, extending the long leg out, keeping it as close to the ground as you can. About 6 inches is usually ideal, but whatever is in your body today, we take it nice and slow. We're just warming up right now. Working on that rotation. Opening up that breath. Big breath out as you rotate through. Make space to bring that lung all the way up. 3, 2, and 1. Drop those heels down. Regular crunches. Fingertips come back behind the ears, but only to open that chest. We're lifting those shoulder blades up, not pulling on that neck at all. Do the best you can. Breathe out as you lift up. Three, 2, and 1. Full sit-ups. You just got 30 seconds here. Full range of motion. If that's not in your box yet, stick with those crunches. Lifting those shoulders up first. Come on, you got this. Five more seconds. And time. Hope everybody's feeling a little bit warmer now. Grab a drink of water. If you have not already, please grab a couple sets of weights, dumbbells, heavy and medium, or medium and light, preferably heavy and medium. Whatever your heavy is, something you can sustain but is challenging for somewhere around 15 reps would be great for your heavy. All right. Hi, gals. We have a couple circuits we're going to be working through today. Where's my timer? There it is. All right. So we're going to start out with bicep curls. We got 45 seconds at the heaviest weight that your arms can handle, whatever that looks like. And then we've got 30 seconds at a lighter weight, okay? We're gonna go one to the next, right? You just drop the heavier weight and pick up the lighter one. That's the only break you're getting until the end of that 30 seconds. And then you'll relax for a minute before we move on to the next thing, which will be triceps. So you may want to just hang on to that lighter weight depending. All right, let's grab those heavier weights. You got 45 seconds on bicep curls, shoulders back, elbows about an inch away from the body. We're light through the knees, tight through the booty and core. We lift up all the way through and all the way back down to the pocket. Ready? Let's go. Relax your neck. Relax that chin. Shoulders are back. And we lift. Maybe the weights you have aren't quite as heavy as you'd like at home or in the gym. Lift those elbows out at an incline. Make it more challenging. Lift right here, but don't let those elbows fall. Putting all that pressure on that bicep and the back of your shoulders to make it stay there. Otherwise, you're just right here, ladies. You got 10 more seconds. Breathe out as you lift up. Try not to lock out those knees. 5 more seconds. Grab those lighter weights, whatever that is for you. Grab them now. And you've got 30 more seconds. Let's go. Don't fling these around. They're going to feel light after that heavy set. Still work that nice slow motion. Nice job. Five more seconds. Hold it strong. And time. Shake it out. You got about 30 seconds here. We're going into tricep extension. So we're coming up and overhead. Grab that heavy weight. You got 45 seconds. Shoulders up to full extension or wherever you are in your own personal mobility. Trying to keep those elbows up and together as much as possible. And then we'll just drop weight. All right, ready? Let's go. If you want to use 2 weights on this to go super heavy, that's awesome. Just make sure that you're lifting and lowering at the same rate so that one shoulder isn't taking more brunt than the other. Pull those shoulders as close to the ears as you can, or your arms rather. Elbows up. Tighten that core. Give yourself a nice platform to work from. Nice job. Less than 10 seconds. Breathe out as you lift up. Squeeze those elbows together. And time. Bring it down slowly. Grab that light weight. And let's go. Nice job. Check in with those elbows. Pull those shoulders down. Make sure you're feeling it right back here. And time. Slowly bring that down and shake it out. All right, ladies, we move on. It's a little loud, sorry. We have, overhead press. So you're gonna grab your lighter weight or one weight at your chest. We start here and we lift straight up, keeping those wrists in towards the body. If you have that one weight, you're just right here, up and overhead. Okay, 45 seconds with that heavy and then move down to your light. Or if you only have a set of dumbbells, you can do 2 and then just 1. All right, ready? Let's go. Wrists are in, but right in line with that elbow. Everything stays right here. Don't let the weight pull it down, okay? Nice job. Tighten that core. Work back into those back muscles. All the way up. Every, or just about every, exercise is improved by squeezing that butt. Do it. Hold it tight the whole time. You got 10 more seconds. Nice job. Watch those knees. 2 and 1. Slowly set down those heavies. Grab your lights and reset. Let's go. Nice job. Use that breath. Always that option to take a stagger stance. Pressing down through those heels gives you just a different kind of support. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, shake that out. So good. All right, that was circuit 1. Now we move on to circuit 2. You've got an arch up. So weights aside, unless you're feeling real badass. We're down on the ground. Ooh, lifting into that back and booty. Chest and thighs come off the ground. Hold for a second. Lower it down. Fingers and toes stay up. Chest and thighs touch lightly. And then we lift back up and through. Hold and bring it back down. You got 45 seconds. Ready? Let's go. If you have back issues, leave your thighs on the ground and just really squeeze into that back. Pulling those shoulder blades together. Nice job. Don't forget to hold it at the top. Squeeze that butt. Lower down with control. Don't just drop it down. Nice. 5 more. And time. Woohoo! All right, beauties, we grab our heavy weights. You got a deadlift to a row for 45 seconds. Start heavy here. We're not dropping our set, but if you would like to, like you get halfway through and you're just dying, you can always opt to grab that lighter set, okay? Otherwise, we deadlift. Set up your nice platform underneath you. Squeeze back into those heels, back into that butt. Weight stay nice and close to the body. Squeeze all the way to the top. Oh, that's a deadlift. That's a deadlift. We're comboing though. So we're gonna come down into our deadlift. Rotate the wrists out. Squeeze into a row. Come back down. Back into our deadlift. Squeeze all the way to the top. Okay, you've got 45 seconds here. Grab those heavies. Challenge yourself. Ready? Let's go. It's not about speed or depth. You want to get low enough that it feels good, that you're putting pressure into that row. Woo. But not so far that it hurts your lower back. Lower it down slowly, squeeze into that butt. Rotate it back, pull all the way through. Just like those good mornings. We're not thrusting forward. It should be nice and slow on the return back to the top. It's just a squeeze of the booty at the top. Elbows stay nice and close to the body. Open that chest. You got it. 3, 2, and 1. Drop those weights. Woo! All right, roll that out for a second. We're gonna do static curtsy lunges. So grab your heavy, start at the chest. Just one weight, unless you're really feeling bold and you wanna hold the 2, that's totally fine. You can also hold them down at your sides. We're gonna come, a lot of us have done the static lunges where you just come straight up and down. So we're gonna take that down into a curtsy lunge. We're drop it down behind the knee and pull it just back up at this little angle. Drop that knee down just behind the ankle and then back up and through, burning out that glute, okay? All right, beauties, you got 45 seconds on each side. Right side, let's go. Give yourself that second to set it up, it's fine. Shoulders back, check in with the mirror. or your screen. Your front knee should be right in line with that front toe. The only angle is coming from the back and it just stays right there. Drop it down, lift it up. Check in with that front knee. Check in with those shoulders. We pull them down and back, keeping that nice upright core. 10 more seconds. Little more balance challenge. 5 more seconds. Whew, I need a timer right in front of me. Time. Shake it out. We're gonna even it out to the other side. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. It's totally fine if your heavy weight feels fine on one side, but not the other. Don't force one side to work harder if it's not ready. And if you're feeling pain in your joints, either adjust your form and or lose your weight. Press down into that front heel. Nice work, ladies. Five more seconds. And time. Nice work. No drop set here. We've got one more in this circuit. Now, we've got squats. Grab your weight, goes at the chest. Again, same as your curtsy lunges. If you want them on the sides, that's fine. Just a standard squat. Whatever width you want. If you're having lower back issues or just really want to work into those thighs, you can make it a sumo. But otherwise, we're just right here. Perfect squat form. 45 seconds. Let's go. Chest stays high and proud. Knees stay back behind the toes. Remember, we're not collapsing in or pulling out. Right in that railroad track. Or if you're in your sumo, following whatever angle your toe takes on that. Squeeze that butt to the top, ladies. Try and break 90 if you can. So 90 for our squat would be here. Knees and butt in line. Dropping below 90 means that you drop below the knee. Always good for a challenge. Just make sure you're keeping that chest open. So we're protecting that low back. We're putting all that work back through the heel. 5 more seconds. And time. Woo, that was fun. 2 circuits down. But we get to do circuit 2 again, and then we'll add on circuit 3. So we're back to the top with our arch ups. Woo. Move your weights out of the way and head back down to the floor after you get a drink of water if you need it. We've got 45 seconds of arch ups. Ready? Let's go. Lift and squeeze. Lower nice and slow. Take a second to reset your mind. Each time you lift, think about where your shoulders are. How are you feeling this in your back? Are you using your butt? Could you lift those thighs a little higher? Nice job. Reach out a little further. Yeah. This is our last set of these today, I promise. Squeeze hard. Enjoy this last 5 seconds. And time. Woo, shake that out. Maybe sit back into a child's pose. And then grab those heavy weights on your way back up. We've got deadlift to row. Come on, you already know how to do these. Set it up. And let's go. Nice and low. Bring it up into that row. Bring those shoulders back. Remember, we rotate, pushing that hip back, not worried about depth. We want to get that hip back behind the heel. Down, rotate, row, rotate back, squeeze. Open up that chest. Pull those beautiful shoulder blades back towards each other. If your back hurts, don't go as low. 5 more seconds. And time. Nice work. You want that one weight for your static curtsies. We're coming down on the right side. Ready? Let's go. Nice job. Push through that heel. Find that balance. Start as heavy as you can. And when it gets rough, reach for that lighter weight. Nice. I read in the tabloids, Harry's gonna break up with what's her name? Meghan Markle. Guys, we have a chance of royalty. Practice those curtsies. That's what I read in the tabloid, but then I read something they're having a baby, so whatever. Time, shake it out. Tabloids are very reliable. I miss them, like the alien babies and stuff at the grocery store. All right, guys, set it up, other side, let's go. Now we just have Tumblr and Reddit, like, it's cool, guys. The young people will never know. Nice job, use that breath, shoulders back. 10 more seconds. Yes, press through that heel. It should be burning this time around. And time. Nice job. Woo, squat it out. Woo, grab that heavy. Right at your chest. Set it up, whatever your best squat looks like tonight. Let's go. Yes. Watch those knees. Don't be afraid to change your form at any point. You need to move your feet around, reset your shoulders, tighten that core, squeeze that booty a little more. You got a nice long set here to make all the adjustments you need. Your quads should feel it right here in the front. Your butt should feel it, especially as you squeeze all the way up at the top. Yes. Three, two, and one. Shake it out. We are fully done with circuit 2. Now we move on to circuit 3. Circuit 3 takes us into regular lunges. You have a couple options here. For me, it's going to be a lighter weight because of my shoulders. But if you can handle it, grab your heavy weight here. We're forward lunging. Again, working on those 90 degrees. You don't want to over lunge. That's the big serious problem I see with the forward lunge. As we lunge forward, we lift overhead and pull back into it. See, I'm so used to back lunging. You're gonna forward lunge, pull overhead. Come here, forward lunge, pull overhead. If your shoulders and torso can handle and the balance can handle your heavy weight, please do it. We're not doing drop sets here, but we do have 45 seconds to maintain. So we are going in 3. Yes, ma'am. Excellent question. Alternate legs. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Nice job. Watch that form. Drop it down and push up through that front heel as much as possible. Hold that balance. Keep those hips right underneath you. Press through that heel. Watch that that knee drops right down. Not too much wobble here. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, go ahead and set that down. Those are fun. Hamstring curls, you're down on the ground. Grab your heavy. It goes right in that little pocket at the arches of your feet. Toes point down, heels push together. And you're gonna push either from this balanced push-up position right here, or you're gonna lower all the way down to the ground and work your hamstrings right here. Totally up to you which one you take. One's gonna be a little more core, the other one's gonna be a little more hamstring, okay? All right, beautifuls. Set it up. You've got 45 seconds. Heaviest weight you can manage. Let's go. Try to keep those feet flexed, toes down towards the ground or your shins. We lightly tap the weight down towards the ground, pulling those shoulders away from the ears, whatever form you're in. Butt comes down nice and low if you're up in the push-up stance or plank. Nice job. Squeeze that booty. Breathe into that burn. You got it. 5 more seconds. Relax that neck. No tension in those shoulders. And time. Woo, yeah, it is. Sit back into that child's pose. Release those shoulders out. Come back through and flip it over. You got chest press. Heavies here if you can manage them. Shoulders are out. Ooh, elbows are out at shoulder height or right about there. Level your weights right in front of you, wrist pointed out towards the wall in front of you. We lift up, squeezing right over that beautiful chest of yours. Make sure that you're not letting those weights fall over your face. God forbid you should drop them, or over your belly, because that takes all the pressure out of your chest. Come all the way back down, squeeze all the way back to the top without waiting at the bottom, okay? We start with 1, then we do 1, halfway, 2, then we do 1, halfway, 3, and finish. Okay, ladies? All the way up your pyramid as far as you can go. Ready? You've got 45 seconds. And let's go. Press that lower back all the way down into the ground. Nice job. I know it feels badass to slam the weights together, but control ensures that they just tap lightly, if at all. Challenge those chest muscles, press that lower back down. Relax your neck. Nice job. Keep those elbows up nice and high. If you lose track, just keep going. Make up a number that's pretty close. We're just building our tower. Just like my kids, dude, just keep building. It doesn't have to be great. And time. As long as you're not talking to mom, I don't care. Oh, I mean, I love my children. All right, come on up into a V-up or sit-up position. We're taking it into Russian twist. Adding a little bit of fun because I like it. We're gonna do drops. So if you've done suitcase squats, it's very similar to that. set up your Russian twist, heels on the ground, especially if you're going really heavy, or if you're going lighter or have a lot of lower body strength, then you can lift up those heels. Either way, Russian twist, we pick up the weight from our hip, lift it up and over, leave it on this side, come back through, pick it up from this side again, and back through. It ensures that you get that full twist. You're welcome. All right, ready? 45 seconds, my beautiful people. Let's do it. We make sure that that hip is all the way centered. Ooh. Our shoulders and our torso coming all the way across. Spine stays nice and straight, just like there was a barbell or a rod all the way down it. Relax that neck. Really reach all the way through. You should feel this all the way through your sides, especially by the time we get to a second set, which, you know, we might do. Nice work, ladies. Reach for it. You got 5 more seconds. Time. Woo, beautiful. All right, well, that's circuit 3. So I guess we should probably add on. We'll do circuit 3 again and bring it all the way back to finish out circuit 1 one more time. And then we move on to abs. All right? Sounds good. Top of circuit 3 was lunges with that overhead. Woo, feeling those chest press. All right, grab your weight, medium heavy if you can. Balance that lunge nice and tight through the core. And let's go. It's a front lunge with an overhead swing. Bring it back down and all the way through. Stay back behind that front toe. Keep those arms as straight as you can. Ooh, mine are ugly, sorry. Ooh, tighten that core, drop it down. See guys, I get tired too. Whew. Don't forget to breathe. Lift and lower with as much control as you can. Yes, nice work. Almost there. Two and one. Woo! All right, next we've got hamstring curls. Down on the ground, set up that weight. Get started now. We know it takes a second. Heavy as you can get. Find your form. If you didn't even try the push-up form last time, try it. It's always fun to try something different. You can always lay down if you need to. Ready? Let's go. Maybe fold your mat underneath your knees if you feel like you need it there. Flex those feet, toes down or in towards the shins. Tightening through that core no matter what form you're taking. Squeeze that butt, pull those shoulders back. Squeeze into it. Yes, you're so strong. Yeah, buddy. 5 more seconds. You know how good you're gonna look in high heels? Come on. And time. Woo, go ahead and let that weight drop as safely as possible. Sit back into your child's pose, shake that out. And we're gonna go ahead and take it into that chest press, so just flip it over. Grab your heaviest weight you can handle. Ooh, and remember, we're building that pyramid. All the way up for 1. Up, half, and then back down is that 2. 3, you add 2 halves, 4 is 4 halves, so on and so forth. All right, my beauties, let's do it. Breathe out as you lift up, keeping those weights over your chest, pressing every vertebrae of your back into that mat. Yes. Embrace that shape. It means your muscles are working just the way we want them to. If you get to the point where holding weights over your face seems really scary, you can drop weight. But they should be over your chest. Yes, breathe through it. Oh man. 5 more seconds. And time. Slowly bring those bad boys down and set up for your Russian twist. Remember, we're dropping the weight on either side. Challenge yourself to take on something a little heavier. Reach a little further. It's the last set of these you have tonight. Grab your weight and let's go. Well, these might be fun if you put a lightweight on one side and then you had to pick up the lightweight and then switch it out for the heavyweight. Whoa, preview of next week, guys. Beautiful. Who wasn't really feeling it the first set, but now their core is kind of mad at them? Yeah, mine is. Woo. Nice job. You got less than 10 seconds. And time. Woo! All right, we're back to the very, very top. Set it up for bicep curls. We're drop set in one more time. Oh, we got all kinds of time. That never happens. All right. Bicep curls for 45 seconds with your heaviest weight, and then we drop it down using that lighter weight for 30. Grab what you need, and let's go. Go ahead and take inventory of your body here. How do these movements feel, having not seen them for 3-4 rounds? Totally different feel in our bodies. Press back into those heels, tighten into that core. Maybe the weight that you started with, you're like, oh, this is so bad. Now feels like kind of death hanging from your arms. It's okay. Totally fine. Take inventory of that and remember that when it comes to the end of workouts and you're feeling fatigued, how much more important it is to perfect that form, to perfect that stance, to protect your body from all the impact you're putting on it. And time, grab those lighter weights. Shake it real quick, but let's go. Yes, pull those elbows out of your torso, at least an inch between your rib cage and your elbow. Full range of motion here, all the way down, all the way back up. Relax the knees, squeeze that butt. 5 more seconds. And time. Woo! All right. Triceps. Grab your heaviest weight that your backs of your arms can handle. Smaller muscle group tends to be a smaller weight. Again, if you're using 2 weights here, make sure they're coming up and down at the same time. All right, set it up. Heaviest weight you can handle. And let's go. Breathe out as you lift up. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Biceps pulling in towards those ears. Elbows up to the sky. You can take a stagger stance. You can go wide. You can stay narrow. You can take a walk around whatever space you're in. As long as you keep that torso nice and tight, open up that chest and press those elbows in towards each other. You've got less than 10 seconds before we switch to that lighter weight. Yes, if you need to switch sooner, do it. Goal is not to stop, whatever that looks like. Time. Grab your light. And let's go. Nice job. Pull that hip back. A lot of times we do triceps and we do this nonsense, which looks real sexy on camera, guys. But we want to pull back, hold it nice and strong, but underneath that power move. 5 more seconds. My live streamers, if you screenshot that, I'm going to be mad, just so you know. And time. All right. Not really. Oh, but don't. Okay, we've got overhead press. Woo. So I'm going to take heaviest weight you can handle overhead. We come into that nice low overhead, wrist in, up and over, back and down, 45 and then 30 light. Grab your weight. I can do these. All right, let's go. Don't undersell yourself. Remember, you can always switch down at any point. Don't forget to breathe. If you're working out and you look real pretty, you're not working out hard enough. Breathe ugly. Squeeze all those muscles. Make the sweat a real thing. I've said it before, I'll say it again, those Instagram models doing 100 really hard moves, they got air in their weights. There's no way you look that pretty doing that kind of stuff. Woo, 5 more seconds. And time, grab your light. And let's go. Woo, come on. This is the easy set. Breathe through it. Lift to the top. We're almost done with all the circuits. Nice job. Relax that neck and shoulder. Use that back to lift up and through. 5 more seconds. Woo! And time. Yeah, girls. Woo! That is what we're looking for. Shake it out. Give yourself some bear hugs. Come up and over. Woo! Bend it all the way down. Stretch out the back of those legs. Wiggle through those knees. Woo! Grab a drink of water, whatever you need. But we're finishing out with some heavy duty core. So bring it on down. Grab your weight if you want it to have next to you. Overhead sit-ups are in this set, so maybe something lighter. If you want something heavy to hold at your chest, then have your heavy weight nearby. But otherwise, you are more than welcome to just do the abs as it is. You don't need to add a weight unless you're feeling it tonight. All right, you got bike crunches. 30 seconds, just like we did in the warm-up, or you can bring it up to a power bike or make it a power bike sit-up. It's up to you. So you've got 30 seconds here. Choose your hardest version and make it work. Let's go. Yes, twist all the way through, ladies. Relax that neck. Lift the shoulder blades. You can round that back as much as you need to, but leave that neck alone. 3, 2, and 1. Overhead sit-ups. Grab your weight if you're using it. Otherwise, your hands just stay up overhead. And we sit in that natural sit-up form, lifting up all the way through, keeping those arms as straight as you can. Ready? Let's go. Let's do it. Try not to swing the weight. We're not using it as momentum if we can help it. If that's the only way you can get up in your sit-up, then girl, get it. Otherwise, challenge yourself to the max, whatever that is for you in your body. You got it. And time. Go ahead and set that weight down unless you want it for 3-part sit-ups. Everybody's favorite, the 3-step crunch. We crunch, we come halfway, and we go all the way. And we do it for 45 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Whew. Little crunch, half sit-up, full sit-up. If sit-ups aren't in your box tonight, that's cool. Just crunch it out. Challenge yourself always to try at least one of everything at its highest level. Come on, you got about 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! It's quick shake out. Ooh, reverse crunches. We're working the bottom of the core now. Take that weight up overhead if you want it. Otherwise, your hands are down on the ground, not underneath your hips, but they can be down on the floor for resistance. We're lifting that hip up, just lifting those heels up to the sky. Look, I'm not bouncing like this. That's a different thing. We are lifting and lowering as much as possible, taking that momentum out to really work these nice lower core muscles. Weight comes overhead for a challenge. Ready? Set it up and let's go. I feel like there's really some incredible Kodak moments that are going to come out of this live stream. All right. Lift that hip up as high as you can. It doesn't have to come all the way off of the mat. If you are feeling it in your lower core, then you've got this. Woo. Yes. 5 more seconds. Come on. Push all the way through. We don't call it a killer core section for nothing. And time. All right, guys. We've got scissor crunches. All right. I got really excited. So we're going to work our scissors like you would normally. One leg at a time comes up, making that nice wide scissor. But every time you change, you're going to crunch it up. Switch legs, crunch. Switch legs and crunch. All right? Add a weight at your chest if you want it. Ready? Let's go. Ready? I'm sorry, I shouldn't even ask. It's not a question. We're just going. Keep those legs as straight as you can. Lower that one down as long as you can. Relax your neck. We're just crunching. Doesn't have to be a full sit up here. Yeah, buddy. Why does this keep changing? 5 more seconds. And time. Lower those legs down. Take whatever stretch you need. We have reverse plank. So we set our fingertips up back behind us at shoulder width-ish. Shoulder blades come back in together. Heels come out in front. And we lift up and hold, bringing those hips up as high as you can. This is a challenging move. Don't freak out if you're like, oh God, my body doesn't work like that. You're gonna come into a tabletop position. This is just a back tabletop is your workup to that back plank. Squeezing that butt as high as you can, keeping that hip nice and flat with the knees. If all of that is way too much, just hold a plank. You've got 45 seconds, my beautiful people. Ready? Let's go. Press those hips up nice and high. You want your shoulders pretty much right over those wrists. Feel free to use your mirror, your computer screen, your kid spotters at home. Lift and hold. Squeeze that booty while you still press that belly button down. It should feel just like a plank, just backwards. Squeezing those muscles together, quads pressing in, heels pressing out towards the wall behind you. Woo, you got 10 more seconds. Lift a little higher if it fell down some. Squeeze and hold, ladies, you got it. Time. Slowly, slowly lower that booty down and shake it out. All right, flip it over. Just not a workout without a plank. Standardized plank, but we're gonna walk it out a little bit. Hold that plank. We're gonna walk up for 3, walk back for 3, walk to the side for 2, and then back to the middle. Go back up and back, and then the other side for 2, okay? All right, you got a minute here. I believe in you. Finish strong. Ready? Let's go. If your shoulders or joints or whatever just aren't having this tonight, attitude doesn't count, then whew, you can just hold a plank. Or add a tap out to it. Keep that booty down though. Keep those wrists right underneath those shoulders. Don't let them wander. You want to hold on to that nice, hard to talk while I'm doing this, nice tight body. You want to keep those joints locked right on top of each other for stability. Nice job. You've got 10 more seconds. Final 5. Come on. Time. Woo, bring it down slowly. Sit it back into that child's pose. You've earned a little rest. Nice job, ladies. That will conclude our exciting workout for the night. I know everybody's like, is there more? I like that I've incited that kind of fear. All right. Go ahead and sit back into your favorite stretch right now. Roll through any muscles that feel exceptionally tight. Breathe and bring that breath back down to a more normal pace. Filling the lungs up. Filling the abdomen up, releasing any tension in the shoulders. Rolling through the neck. Releasing anything through those temples and jaw, hips and thighs. Relax through the ankles and your toes. Mindful of all the pieces of you and all the hard work that they all put in. Go ahead and come into a seated position. Fold one foot in, the other one out nice and long. We're gonna be ballerinas. Reach out along that leg as far as you can. Reach the other one up and fold to the side. Stretching through that side body that got so much work tonight. Bringing your ear down towards your knee. Doesn't have to reach there. It's just the goal. Each time you breathe out, reach a little bit further. Bringing energy through your fingertips to reach. Maybe grab for that shoelace, the back of that shoe. Whatever your body feels like it can do right now without hurting itself. One more deep breath on this side. We're going to swing that arm up and over, gently bringing our body back. Swap out those feet. Big breath and reach. We're in our final week of Brick. Oh my God, it went by so fast. I'm so proud of all of you, even if you're just joining us. If this is your first day, you already killed a Brick workout. Like, best day ever. If you don't know what that means, catch up with the coach afterwards. I got you. You should all be so incredibly proud of yourselves, not just for this hour, not just for this Brick session, but for surviving. This has been an incredible last year and almost a half. Okay, we're only in February, but it feels like a half a year already. Big breath here. Reach all the way up and through. Hopefully you have all seen some beneficial change in ourselves. Come into a butterfly position. Whether you've become more patient, more flexible, you've learned that you can handle a lot more than you thought you could by trial by fire. I like to call it unwanted personal growth. Bring those heels as close as you can to your body and press those knees down. If you pull up on your toes, if your ankles and thighs can handle it, that tends to increase the stretch, pulling back into those shoulders. That hurts, don't do it. Breathe. And then we're going to extend those feet out and bring our nose down towards our toes, just rolling gently down as far as your body allows. Feel free to wiggle into and adjust any stretch as much as you need to. Most important thing is to breathe and relax, giving your muscles a chance to recover. Make sure you drink a lot of water for the rest of your evening. If you're playing this on replay, for the rest of your day, your morning, wherever you are in your life, drink water. Have a handful of something protein heavy in the next 30 minutes or so, whether that's a giant handful of trail mix or some beef jerky, a protein shake, a piece of chicken, whatever that looks like for you. A bag of tofu, is that a thing? I don't know. I'm not a vegetarian, obviously. Oh. But whatever you do, be happy, be optimistic, and enjoy all the benefit of everything you just did for yourself. Thank you so much, guys. Happy Wednesday. I'm gonna die a little bit now. Oh. There's another class at 6:15 if y'all want to come play. Yeah, it's the same class. I am. I don't have to work out that class. It is in person. Yeah, no, we just don't work out. Oh, yay. We only work out for the live stream classes. If you come, oops. No, yeah, when I'm coaching and meeting, lead me, and meeting for all, what did I do?